Listen, top headliners is great.
Okay.
Sure. No, keep rolling. I like it. Don't stop. That's a great way to start.
Okay,
All right.
okay. Hi, I'm Leslie Carver, and today we're with one of the top headliners on the Strip who's been doing this for over 30 years. And we're in City Anthem. He's been the top-selling show, and today he has his second anniversary. It's been sold out, and we're lucky to even get a couple of minutes of his time. Please welcome Mark O'Toole.
Hi, everybody. Thank you. Thank you for having me on. I really appreciate it. Yeah.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much for taking the time, especially on today.
Well, today's a busy show. It is the second year anniversary of the show, and we're celebrating with some of the biggest guests we've ever had on. We've had over 300 guests on the show over the past 2 years. We started the show with the Sticks and Mud, and since then we've City Anthem has put it into over pretty much almost $1 million into the theater.
Wow.
With our innovations, and we're continually upgrading and bringing the finest entertainment from all over the world, all over the country, whether it be on headliners from the cruise ships or on Broadway or here in town. And today's no exception. And we do it twice a month, every other Wednesday. And it's a 3 o'clock show. And tickets go on sale after the second show on Wednesdays, the following Thursday at 8 o'clock in the morning. And if you don't get up in time by 9 o'clock, we sell 2 shows at once, 600 seats, and they sell out within an hour. And we are so blessed and so grateful. We have a wonderful community up here. The people have embraced us, and we just absolutely love giving them what they want. We bring them the finest. We kind of set the bar for all these great entertainers to come in, and now they expect to see the very best, and that's my job, is to bring them the best. The show is unscripted, and what I think the reason why the show does so well is that we give a platform to the entertainers to come on the show, to talk about themselves, to promote what they're doing, how they get to where they are today. And they sing a few songs. We have a live band. And we're getting ready, as you can see in the background here. But I really appreciate you coming up and interviewing us. We appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can definitely attest to you sell out quickly, because we've gone in a couple of times and you're sold out. If you're not in there real quick, the show sells out. It's amazing.
We're very lucky.
Yeah, and I think Sun City Anthem's lucky. I mean, this is an amazing show, and it's such a great benefit to have here locally, right in Sun City Anthem.
A lot of the residents up here, because it is a senior community, we just love the fact that we are able to bring them the very best, and they appreciate it. They are so, usually when you think of seniors, that some people, they're not going to be lively or fun. This is the best crowd I've ever played in front of. I mean, the audience is amazing. So we love to bring them the very best, and to see their faces light up and to see what we do for them is just rewarding, and it's so much gratitude. We have so much fun with these people,
That's
really
awesome. Do. That's awesome. So I had written down a couple questions for you.
Sure, hit me.
Okay, great. So how did you get your start, and how long have you lived here?
I've been here for 30 some odd years. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. I've always sang, and as I got older, I got discovered in radio and got syndicated in radio in Los Angeles, and then I was on Star Search. And it changed my life in 1994. And then from that point on, I was able to do television and radio. And during the pandemic, when everything was down and out, I had to kind of reinvent myself with everybody.
Yeah.
And I thought at my age, and I've been to the mountaintop and back in my mind I have, I've done everything I've really wanted to do.
Yeah.
So I decided to help all of my fellow entertainers and performers by giving them a platform and bringing and uniting everybody together, and at the same time creating a really good show where people can have fun and really show off their talent and bring the community here in Sun City together. So we've accomplished that. We have the #1 show, and I'm so very lucky. I really am.
You really have, and it's amazing. I did watch some of the videos, learned a lot about you. You are amazing, by the way.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And I saw that you've transitioned several times in your career doing different things. It's amazing how you continue to move forward and change,
I think you have to. I think as a performer, you have to be a chameleon. Times have changed. When I was doing Star Search, I was known for country music. And then after country music,
I saw that.
Right, after country music, I was struck with cancer, stage 4.
I didn't see that.
Yeah. And so after that, coming out of that, I tried to find my way, and I thought, well, what can I do? So big band music started to come in the 70s and the 80s. So I reinvented myself through the Bublé and the Sinatra. And then after that, I started going on cruise ships, and I traveled the world doing the Barry Manilow tribute. And I've worked with Barry Manilow's people for several years. And I did that, and I was like, you know what? I'm a homebody. I want to be here.
Yeah.
So I want to do something at home. So that's when I said, you know what? Let me rethink this.
And reinvent it.
And reinvent it. And I was approached by some people up here in Sun City Anthem to come up and say, hey, do you think we can work together?
Yeah.
It was the perfect fit, the perfect people, and it just has turned into this most incredibly amazing part of not only my life, but I see the joy of bringing so many people here in Sun City Anthem, and I couldn't be more happy. I really couldn't.
That's awesome. And it definitely sounds like it's a win-win, something that you enjoy and brings such joy to the community.
I love it. I mean, it gives me chills talking. It really does. I love the people up here. And, I've been here, a long time, and they know me, they recognize me, and they trust me.
Yeah.
And they trust my judgment. They know that I'm going to bring them the best, possible shows possible. And again, selling out is proof.
Yeah, it really is. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. And then I know it's your 2nd anniversary here at Sun City Anthem. What can we expect at your shows here?
Well, it's an hour-and-a-half show. It's a 90-minute format.
Yeah.
And again, we usually have about 5 or 6 guests, and they're handpicked. And right now, the bar has been set so high that I have to make sure I bring in the best because,
You've set high expectations.
I have. And these people that sit here expect it. The tickets are $15.
Okay.
And but it's a bargain. You can't go anywhere. You can't even get a cup of coffee at Starbucks for $15.
No, you can't.
So for $15, it's a 90-minute show. And again, every show seems to be a hit.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
They love it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. And then what does your average day consist of?
For this show, just making sure that the appointments, the guests are on time, making sure that everybody looks their part. I have a lot of people get in contact with me that want to be on the show.
Yeah.
And a lot of people aren't what I would call professional acts, so I want to make sure that I vet all of the acts before they come on.
Sure.
And what I try to do is have people on the show that are promoting a show.
Yeah.
Or pushing a show or their agenda. That's important for me because we're here to sell tickets, not only for them on the strip or their show, but also the shows that come up here, which is more important than anything. This show is basically based for people who do shows in Sun City Anthem.
Perfect.
So we give preference to those people who are doing shows up here.
That makes sense. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. And if you could sit down and have dinner with anyone, who would it be?
I'd go back and my mother, she passed away because she never got a chance to see me in this element.
Aww.
And I think that would be, for me, something that I would love to revisit and say, hey, Mom, your boy's doing really good.
Yeah.
So I think that would be
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Dinner with Mom.
Dinner with Mom.
Love it.
Love that.
Love it. Okay, so you've met a lot of Sun City residents. How does this audience compare to some of the other theaters you've been in?
I've performed everywhere around the world.
Yeah.
I think the appreciation of the people up here and the respect and the knowledge that they know, they trust me again to come up here and know that I'm going to give them the very best.
Yeah.
And I think through the last 2 years, and again, I've been up here for 2 decades, but especially the last few years, they trust me and they know when they come to see the show, they're going to walk out singing and dancing and having the best time of their life. And that to me is like, it doesn't get much better than that.
No, it doesn't.
It really
That's
doesn't.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like it's an amazing show. I'm going to have to somehow sneak in and get some tickets.
Well, we'll stick you back there. Don't worry. I got you.
Appreciate the
I know
hookup.
somebody, so it's okay.
That's awesome. I know you're busy today. The guys are working hard getting set up, and I just appreciate your taking the time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate
Thank you, Leslie. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming up and doing this.
You are amazing.
Thank you, everybody. We hope to see you at the next show.
Take care.
Bye-bye.